Hey guys, what's going on? Tyrauku here, and I hope you're all doing great. First off, we have the 2x Ancients going on today, which is pretty cool. If you guys pulled anything, let me know. I pulled 16 Ancients and 2 Sacreds and got absolutely nothing. I got a few Epics, but nothing that great. I mean, it has 16 shards. I wasn't hoping, well, I was hoping for a lot, but I wasn't expecting anything at all. My Voids, I'm going to be saving these shards up until Hegemon 10x. That could be next week or it could be next year, but I can't open up any voids unless there becomes like a really good guaranteed event or something else that makes me open them. But other than that, like no 2x's, no 10x's, just saving for Hegemon event because I'm like 180 into Mercy and I don't want to pop my Mercy on something that's like garbage. So I'm gonna save for Hegemon 10x. Now, today what I want to talk about though is first off, if you hear any screaming in the background, that is my kids. But second, I want to talk about the CvC changes that just came through. This is probably not gonna be that long of a video. I do want to hear your guys' opinions. I want to share a little bit of my thoughts about this. But first off, it says league distribution. Before we launched CvC, we decided on a percentage of participants for tiers 2 through 6 based on the number of competitive clans at the moment in the game. By now, clan activity has grown and stronger competitors are now fighting for the top rewards and top milestones. But movement between leagues became harder than initially intended, and I can see that in our own clan system, the clan cluster. It's like the clan I'm in, we're in tier 6, but all the other clans have been having a very difficult time moving up, even if they're doing very well in their tier. Seeing this tendency, we decided to double the number of clans in tiers 2 through 6. This will enable more movement between them and allow more clans to get the deserved placements in the tournaments. So this is awesome. I mean, the main draw for CvC is the rewards, and you know when you're in higher tiers, you get better rewards. Granted, the higher tiers also bring higher milestone minimums, which could cause some of those clans to set higher minimum requirements, but who knows? Ultimately, I think this is a good change because I know my clan 2, the Coliseum 2, is I think been in tier 4 or tier 5 for a very long time, and they really haven't been able to move too much. So hopefully this allows them to get to or close to tier 6 if they were in tier 5 already. Now, the rebalances, this is a part where it kind of gets interesting. And this is where I really want to hear you guys' opinion. I'm going to give a little bit of my feedback, but I don't know. I don't know if it's actually a huge deal with some of the parts, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so they made some changes. The first thing, this is going to be the biggest change to talk about for sure. Getting a rare champion. It goes from 10 points to after the rebalance of 150, all the way up to get a legendary champion of 2,000 points, up to, or get a new legendary champion, 2,000 points. Now it gives you 20,000 points. That is a huge, huge jump. Getting a regular legendary, so if you get a duplicate, then you now get 10,000 points versus 1,000 before. Now, obviously, this change is to incentivize people to pull during CvC, right? Pull your shards during CvC. Don't necessarily wait for 2x, don't necessarily wait for 10x. They want you to pull during the CvC. Now, to be honest, I've never pulled during the CvC. Unless they start making like guaranteed champion events, guaranteed events to get champions, I don't see many players pulling just to help their clans out, get more points. Maybe they do. Maybe they save some shards. Maybe they pull towards the end. But I don't want to open up a ton of shards to get a champion during CvC. Now, these points do make it more tempting, but they've made some other changes that, I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you going to be opening shards to get these extra points for CvC? Or are you going to be doing the probably smarter thing and waiting for a 2x, waiting for a 10x, waiting for a guaranteed event, waiting for fusions, something like that? Now, the thing I could see causing an issue is if they was to do like open up 100 shards and get guaranteed X legendary. Then yeah, I might go ahead and pull some shards during CvC. That would incentivize it. But just getting some extra points, I can hit my minimums. I can hit plenty of points without opening up my shards. And the only people I think this is going to become a big issue for is like the big whales, okay? So people who have tons and tons of gems, and they may go in and start buying some ancients from the shop just to squeeze out a few extra points right towards the end. So majority of clans, I personally don't think this is going to become an issue for. Now, the big high-end in-game whale clans, those may start seeing an issue with this if they start purchasing shards, if they start opening it up during CvC, because this is a big chunk of points. However, those players are not going to be getting very many new champions, right? Not very many new legendary, not very many new epic or rare, anything like that. They're mostly going to be getting duplicates. So those duplicates are going to be 10,000, 1,000, and 150 points. So What do you guys think? Do you think this is going to be a big change? Not really. That's my kind of thoughts on it. I don't think it's going to affect most clans, but some clans, yeah, I think it's going to definitely affect and make the whale clans whale out more, which I mean is ultimately the Playroom's goal, right? Playroom always wants you to spend more money. Now, the second change, I don't like it because I've been saving my gold medals each week for the to fill out my Great Hall. Now, I know some people have their entire Great Hall complete, so this is actually probably evens the playing field for them, but the percentage of people who have the Great Hall complete is very, very low. And Plarium knows that, and they've said it many times. But now, taking an upgrade from level 9 to level 10, so getting a level 10 Great Hall bonus, only gives you 5,000 points, down from 10,000. So everything gets cut in half. I don't really know why they did this, because I mean, even if you spend all week farming, like you're not going to have a ton of Great Hall medals, right? Like I've had like 3,000 to 4,000 sometimes on my heavier weeks. This week I'm going into, I'll probably have like 2,000. But I mean, that's 2 upgrades right there. That's 20,000 points in the old way, but now it's only 10,000 points. I know somebody in my clan actually who has over 9,000 Great Hall medals saved up. So he didn't use them last week, and now he's going to get screwed out of those points are costing, or those medals are basically half as valuable for CvC as they were before. So I don't really love this change, to be honest. I don't know why they did it. There's really no reason, I don't think, to actually make this change, except for possibly balancing it out for those high-end whale clans. But even that, it's like, I don't know if it's a big deal. I don't love that cut in half right there. Now, these other ones I do kind of like. So beat campaign stages on normal goes from 5. So basically all the campaign stages get doubled. So this is pretty cool. If you're going to be doing farming, champion training, whatever it may be, you're getting double the value now. So it's actually worth it a little bit more maybe. I know farming before was actually a pretty solid income of CvC points, and now it's an even better income. And the potion keeps, I'm glad they're getting boosted as well, up from, so doubled, same thing with Minotaur. Minotaur used to be like useless. Now it's still not giving you a ton of points. 80 points versus 80 in Nightmare. Minotaur costs how much? Let's see. So Minotaur stage 15 costs 14 energy, and then Nightmare campaign costs, I just went blank on it. Costs 16 energy. So boom, there you go. Now Minotaur is actually worth doing, because before it was like 20 points for Minotaur. Really? But I usually do my my Minotaur scroll farming like during the week. But now I'll actually wait for CvC. I'll throw in a few champions, do a lot of this. 80 points. It's not great, but it's not so bad that I'm like, okay, well, I need to spend my energy elsewhere. I can't do Minotaur because I'm getting nothing from this whatsoever. But now I'm actually getting something from it. I can take some champions in there and level them up at the same time and get a few extra points and bonuses for my clan during the extent of CvC. So I do like these changes. I mean, these are the more free-to-play type changes. This one was against free-to-play, and this one I'm not for sure if it's going to have a huge impact, because most low spenders or conscientious people and clans are probably not going to be opening their shards during CvC anyways. Now, the dungeons, they changed the Ice Golem, changed Fire Knight, gave them both double the points. Same thing as Spider's Den, Dragons, everything, except for the fact that Dragons is still so low. Dragon is still at 150 points after the rebalance, which, why don't they just go ahead and put it up to 300? I don't know. I mean, because they're thinking that people do Dragon's Lair the most, and they do. I mean, Plarium can see the analytics on their side of things, but why not give it the most points? I mean, Spiders is the one you could probably most likely make an argument for that should be lower points, because you can do it so fast. Like Spider Stage 20, you can do Spider Stage 20 in like 11 seconds. Nobody's doing Dragon or anything like that in 11 seconds. So I think they should all just be the same. Don't complicate things, but I mean, it is what it is. We're getting double points for something that could be, I guess, more free-to-play friendly. Just use your energy during this time for these things. Now you're gonna get a little bit more points. So I do like this. Helps clans. Hopefully they don't change the milestone minimums, or the points to hit the milestone rewards. Hopefully they don't change that. If they don't change that, this gives everybody a better chance to hit their milestone goals, except for this very bottom thing. Beat stage 21 of Faction Crypt. Net from 2,000 points to 1,000. I'm very glad they only changed the 1, because stage 21 now is 1,000 points. Stage 20 is 500 points. So it's not as big of a difference there. So maybe some people who can't do stage 21 on all the factions, they can just do stage 20, and they can still get a good amount of points, which I kind of like that, to be honest, because a lot of the Faction War stage 21s, I can't do them very fast at all. Like it takes 20 minutes almost, not exactly, but it takes a long time to do stage 21, and like skinwalkers, I can't even do it. So when I have to drop down to stage 20, it feels bad, but now it's not as big of a deal. I can make up those points with a little extra spider farming. So overall, guys, I don't think these changes are a huge deal. I think the shards are going to go across kind of negatively for sure, but if you really think about it, how many people are going to be opening shards during CvC? At least what I'm seeing, what I'm thinking, is not a lot of people. I think maybe the whale clans, like the people with a ton of gems saved up, will do that. But if you've been saving your void shards for the past few months, waiting for one good champion, or you've been saving your sacreds, you're not going to pop 20, 30, 40, 50, who knows how many, just to get a legendary champion. No boosted rates, no 2x, no 10x, nothing like that, just to hopefully get a legendary champion, get an epic champion or something like that. I mean, because if you get an epic champion, it's not that many points. If you get a legendary champion, it's 10,000 points, which is a good amount of points, but you're not going to be opening legendary after legendary after legendary. Trust me, I know, because I've tried and my luck is terrible. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think these changes for CvC are a good thing? Do you think they're a bad thing? Do you think it's going to be better for free to play? I think the worst change right here is the upgraded grid haul bonus getting cut in half. Everything else I kind of like. Well, I'm kind of indifferent about this one. I don't like this change, and everything else I kind of like. I do wish Dragon was equal with everything else, but hey, it is what it is. They're not going to give us equal points. Faction Wars, I think it is what it is, but you guys let me know. Let me know what you think. I'm very interested in hearing what your guys' feedback is. I'm hoping that more people can start getting into those higher clans, getting those better rewards, and then hopefully this starts evening it out more from well versus well to, I guess, as fun as it can be for a competitive mode that is not actually that competitive. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.